Hello everyone, welcome to SVGIE. My name is Muhammad Ilyas, and today in this video we are going to see how we can create custom login form. So before starting the video, I want to show you the preview of what we are going to build in this project or in this video. So let's see. This is the page we are going to build in this video. So let's get started. Okay, so I have opened VS Code in which I have this HTML folder where there is a image folder and two files like login.css and login.html which are completely empty. So let's start in this HTML. I will take basic boilerplate for HTML so I can get directly this code, and over here I will just write title as login. So in the body section we will going to have a div, and I will call it as class as login, and in this div we will going to have two things. First is image and second thing is form. So in the image what I will do is I will create a div and call it as image container, and where I will just create a image tag and import the image which we have in the images folder, which is login1.png, and the alternative name will be the login. In case the image is not loaded, this name will be going to displayed over there. And let's open this file into the browser. So there are two ways to open this file into the browser. First thing is go to this location and double click on the login.html file. It will open in the browser. But the thing is with this, you have to refresh every time you make change in the file. So the second method is just go to the VS Code extensions and search for live server. So install it, and after that just come to your login.html file and right click on this. You can see open with live server. So over here you will going to have the option, just click on that. So it will just open a port 5500 port, and you can see now the image is displayed over here. So if I make any change over here, like I will just write hello over there and just save it, and I will go over here, and now you can see over here we have hello. So I don't need to refresh the file every time. So this is a really good extension. So yeah, now let's create login form. So I will just take form tag. In that I will just name it as login card. Okay, so over here in the login form we will going to have three things. First thing is header, second thing is input boxes, and third thing is submit button. Okay, so for the header what I will do, I will just create a div and call it as login header, and I will take a span tag and write login. So this is our header, and let's see over here it's displaying or not. So over here you can see we have login. Yeah, now let's create the input boxes. So we will going to have three boxes. First is username, second password, third is confirm password. Okay, so let's create a div. In that div we will going to have three divs. Okay, so yeah, these are the three divs. So I will call this as login input container, and for the first div I will just give a class name as login.span.input. So where I will just create a input tag, as this is the username. So this is for username, so I will take type as text, and I will give a name for this username, and the placeholder will be the enter username. Okay, so over here you can see we are getting the input box with enter username. Okay, so let's create the other two boxes also. I will take the same class for other two diffs. Okay, and over here this is for password, and this is for confirm password. Okay, I will just copy this thing, paste it over here, and change the names over there. So as this is the password, so I will change the type to password and name also password, and over here we can have enter password, and this thing is also password. This is C password and confirm password, and let's check into the browser. Okay, now you can see we have enter password and confirm password over here, and let's change. Okay, let's have the submit button also. So I will create a div. In that I will take input type as submit, and the value will be the login. Okay, so whatever you have in the value, it will be displayed in the submit button. So yeah, you can see over here we have this login button. Okay, and I will change the class name for this like login btn. Okay, yeah, so the basic structure is ready for HTML. So let's go to the CSS and give some styling to this. So first thing what we have to do is we have to split like we have to take image container and the form side by side. So I will just target the login class and write it over here and apply this display flex, and you can see. So now you can see it didn't applied over here because first we have to import the CSS into HTML file. So this is the really important thing we have to do. So this is how we can import the CSS file into HTML. And now if we can see, we don't have login form at the bottom, but instead it's came over here. Okay, now you can see it's coming side by side. So now let's go to over here, and before doing anything into the CSS file, we have to remove the extra padding which comes with the HTML pages. So padding 0 and margin 0, box sizing border box. So this star means universal, or you can have like body tag over there, but I will use star. So it will remove the padding and margin which comes with HTML page. So it's just extra thing, so you have to remove it first. Okay, so now let's have align item center because I don't want it the top, instead it's in the center I want. So over here you can see we are getting into the center. So let's change the size of this image first. So I will target the image container, and over here let's give width as I would say 70%, and I will target the image tag using the image container div. You can see we have image inside that, so I'm just targeting that thing, and for that I will just give 100% width. So whatever width container has, it will going to apply for this if we give width as 100%. So let's see over here. So now you can see we are getting proper image over here, or else like let's increase a little bit like 80%. Okay, it's taking too much, so let's shift to 75. Okay, yeah, now it's fit to our screen. So we have to apply CSS for login form only. So this is set. So let's get to the form. So we have the login card over here for the form class. So I will just copy it and give some width for this. Okay, so width as like 300 pixel I will give. So in order to check how much width is applied over here, what I will do is I will just create a border 1 pixel solid black for now. Later I will remove that thing. Okay, now you can see it's taking 300 pixel width. Okay, okay, for now it will be like this. Later we can change it to something else. Yeah, okay, now let's make header good. So I will just copy the header class name, and for that what I will do is I will change the font size like 24 pixel, and font weight, which is like if you want to bold, how much bold you want, like 500, 600, or directly bold, you can take. So I will take 600 and save it, and let's check this out. So now you can see we are getting a bigger login header. Okay, let's change it to something like 28 pixel. It will be better. Okay. Yeah, now you can see we are getting it. So let's apply some padding also. 10 pixel I will say, and I will take border bottom 2 pixel solid Gainsborough. Okay, this is the like light gray color we have. So let's go to the file over here, and you can see there is a small line came over here. It's for like separating the header and the bottom side, whatever we have. Okay, yeah. Now let's apply the CSS for the input boxes. Okay, so let's go to the code, and we have this image login input container. For that I will just apply some padding as like 10 pixel I will just give. And for the login span input, where we have input tags, right? So I will just target the input tag using this class input, and give some width like 95%. Like I want the 100% occupation in this, so I have taken like this. You can see the size, the width is changed. Now let's change the height also, and some space between these boxes. Okay, so for that what I will do, I will change the height as 35 pixel, and margin bottom I will give as 10 pixel. So let's check. Okay, now you can see we are getting some space. Also the height is increased, and you can see if you type something, it's like touching to the left side too much. So what we can do is we can just apply some padding left 10 pixel, so it will be a little bit away from the left side. Okay, now you can see it's coming into over here. Okay, so let's change few styles for this. So what I will do is I will just apply border radius 5 pixel, and I will just do outline 2 pixel solid, and the Gainsborough color I will take, and I will take border as none. So I don't want border over here, so that's why I just remove that. So now you can see there is a little border we can see over here. Okay, so once you focus this, you can see this is called focus. I want something else to happen over here, like some green color will come over here, like this we can do. Instead we have this color we can take. Okay, so what I will do is I will just copy this, and over here I will paste, and I can take like this, like focus. There are many options over there, like hover, on hover what will happen, on focus what will happen. So these are the CSS we can apply over here. So what I will do is I will just have outline. Instead of Gainsborough, I can take the color which I have over here is this thing. So I will paste over here, and now if I just go over there and click on this, you can see the color is changed over here. Okay, yeah, so this is how we can do this thing. And you can see we are getting some suggestions over here. If I click over here, like in the username or email address somewhere, it will be come like this. So what we can do for that is just go to the form tag and write autocomplete as off. Okay, now it should remove those things, suggestions. Okay, it removed the suggestions, you can see. Okay, now let's go for the button. We have login btn. So for that I will just take some padding 10 pixel, and I will target this input tag using this login btn class and change the width to 100 pixel and height will be the 35 pixel. A few css I will going to apply over here as like background, what color, this color we have, and color will be the white, and borders I will just change the corners to the 5 pixel, like radius 5 pixel, and let's see how it's looking. Yeah, you can see we are getting like this, but the border is black, so I will change it. Okay, let's have a effect over here. I will just remove this 2 css. Instead of this I will go for border 1 pixel solid, and the color which we have over here, this thing. So we can just create a nice effect over here. You can see this thing is there, and let's have 2 pixel over here. Okay, like you can see over there. So for this thing what we can do is we can have like hover. Okay, hover effect we can use, and where I will just change the background color to which we have this thing, right, and the color will be the white. So now if I go to the browser and hover over it, you can see the color is changing. So this effect we can do. Okay, so we have created this effect over here. Now let's apply some css for this login form. So I will just go over here, and we have this login card over here, which is the class name for the form tag. So for that what I will do is I will just remove this border. Instead of this I can just apply box shadow. So first I will just, like, I want just little bit shadow, so I will just go for this thing 0 0 and the 5 pixel and the color as black. So what it will do is will just create a little border behind this. Okay, so I will explain what is box shadow. First I will just take 1 pixel over here, and now you can see it's completely coming to the right side. Okay, so this thing, first thing is left and right. So if you give minus over here, it will come to the left. Okay, so now you can see it's coming, the shadow is coming to the left. And the second one is for initially it's for bottom. If I apply like this 1 pixel, and over here I will have the 0, and now you can see it's coming into the bottom. If I just give minus 1 pixel over there, it will go to the top. Okay, yeah, you can see. So exactly, if you want behind every corner, every side, what you can do is just take 0 0 and how much blurriness you want. Like if I take 10 pixel, it's little bit different from before. Okay, so I will just take 5 pixel for now, and the color will be the black only, and I will change the border radius to some 5 pixel, so it looks something nice. Okay, now you can see this thing we have now. And I want to change the border which we have in the header. Okay, so for that what I will do, login header we have that. So using that I will just target the span tag, and I will just move this border bottom over here and apply display block. Span is inline tag. For that we have to first display block, we have to do it. So it will going for a block. Now you can see we have border over here. Okay, so it creates some effect over here, like we don't have like the border will not touch the sides over there. Okay, so this is the login form we have created. Okay, so let's create some effect on the top. Okay, over here we can have something. So for that what I will do is, in the form tag only I will create a div. okay, and empty div and call it as box like this, okay. And for the login card, like form class we have, I will just have the position as relative. So I will explain what it is, and let's apply some CSS for this box class. So I will go to the bottom of the CSS file and apply some CSS. So over here I will just apply some width as 100% and height as some 10 pixel, and for now let's apply background color as black. Later we can change it. Let's see. Okay, now you can see we are getting the box over here, like empty box is there, but we have applied some width and height and background. That's why we can see over here. So we need this thing on top, okay. So for that what we can do is we can just go for positions, okay. So I will do position absolute, and from top what I will need is minus 10 pixel, because whatever height we have I will just minus it, like it's come on top of the form, and from left side we need 0, okay. So if you want to know how positioning will work, you can see first that thing. So I will apply position absolute, and for the card we have applied position relative. What it means is it will not going to come out of the box which we have over here, right? So if you apply without position relative, it will come over here on top of this file, but we don't want over there, we want over here. That's why we have applied position relative to this and absolute to this, okay. So over here you can see we need to change this cuts, okay. For that what I will do is I will go to CSS login card, okay. We have border radius 5 pixel. What it means, if you give a single 5 pixel or single value, it will apply for 4 sites, but we have the sites, different sites. You can see over here border radius, first one if we give it will take for the top left 5 pixel or something like that. I will just write it down over here, border radius 5 pixel, 5 pixel, 5 pixel and 5 pixel, okay. So first one represent the top left corner, second one represents the top right, and third is bottom right, and fourth is bottom left. So for the bottom right and left we need 5 pixel, but for the top left and right we don't want this two thing. So what we can do over here is, let's just take 0 0 and the 5 pixel and then 5 pixel. So I will just open it and explain it to you. So over here you can see for the top left and right we don't want the curves, so that's why I did apply 0 0, and for the bottom side we need curves, that's why I applied 5 pixel and 5 pixel. So you can see these are the top and this is for bottom, okay. So same thing I will do for the box. In the box what we need, for the top we need, not for the bottom, so I have to do reverse case. So let's apply border radius and 5 pixel and 5 pixel. So this is for top, and for the bottom I don't want anything, so I will just go for 0 and 0. So now you can see it's curve on top, okay. Okay, you can see over here, so it's completely looking like a single box, okay. So let's change the color for this. I have the color, okay, so I will change it to this color. Now you can see we have our login form, okay. So this is about login form. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to our channel and share this video with your friends, and stay connected with us for more videos. Thank you.